So President Captain Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso has decided to remove all visa fees for African travelers that are coming into their country. Now guys, make some noise, clap your hands, jump around your room, wherever you're watching this video at right now. Make some noise and rejoice for the move that they are making over in West Africa. Guys, Burkina Faso has been at the forefront of this revolution for the past few years. They have been boldly making moves, boldly making claims, and boldly doing things that show that we can come together as a people. We can build over here on the continent of Africa. Now this move is gonna shake up the way that things are going over here on the continent. Now things have already been shaking up, things have been changing rapidly because of what Burkina Faso is doing, and also just because of the times that we are in right now. The times are completely different. Things are changing at a rate that many people cannot understand. I know in the past, a lot of our people, we could not travel across the continent of Africa freely because of the Berlin Conference and what the Western powers put in place. There are several borders in place with several countries over here on the continent of Africa, and you couldn't even go to a neighboring country without, in some places you still can't go to a neighboring country because of the rules that are put in place. But with moves like this and what President Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing, things are going to change tremendously. And I'm going to read what the country's secretary minister had to say. From now on, any citizen from an African country wishing to go to Burkina Faso will not pay any amount to cover fees. Any amount to cover fees. Man, listen, I know a lot of my people watching this are African American. They are thinking like, okay, does that count for us? Does that mean we can come? So right now, if you are able to trace your lineage back to many of the West African countries over there, there's Ghana, there's Burkina Faso, there's Benin, Togo, and if you can trace your lineage back to either of those countries and get citizenship in those countries, then you can use that as leverage for you to be able to go into Burkina Faso freely. Now more and more excuses are being thrown out of the window. I know a lot of our people are like, oh, we can't come to the continent with the visa fees, with all these different things that we have to pay and all these different red tapes and hurdles that they have in place. Well, things are moving in the way that these things are slowly being moved out of the way. Now I've been over here for the past 5 years and I'm seeing so much growth, so much change, so many things are happening because of the leadership and the steps that Burkina Faso is taking right now. A lot of talking has been going on for the past few centuries, for the past few years at that. People have just been talking and saying, hey, we can do this. Hey, we can do that. Hey, we could potentially do this. We could potentially do that. But what Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing with the leadership he's doing, and when he's showing over in Burkina Faso right now, he's showing us that it can be done. It just has to be said. It has to be put into place, and we have to act on it as a people. Now the fact that the visa fees are scraped and we can come over there as a people and go into the country freely and move around and do what we need to do to get in position over there, that's going to change a lot that's going on the ground over there, because their ultimate goal is to develop their nation. They want development and they want their African brothers and sisters to come over there and help them. So this is opening the door and allowing us to be able to come in there and be able to help and be able to get into position and to be able to lock arms with our brothers and sisters. The excuses are being thrown out of the window. I've spoken with a lot of people over the past and they spoke about how, oh, I want to go, but this is in place. Or I want to try to go, but that is in place. But slowly but surely, those barriers are being knocked down and we won't have any more excuses anymore. Like, the excuses are being thrown out of the window. So the choice is ultimately yours. Are you going to be able to take that risk? Are you going to take heed to what President Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing in the country of Burkina Faso? What they are doing and what they are putting in place for us as a people? Because what we are seeing is a clear example of what we all can accomplish if we decide to say, you know what? Why not? Like, why aren't all of the countries on the continent of Africa doing this? It's coming soon. Like, I know slowly but surely, because of the leadership, because of what we're noticing, because of the times, really, it is time for us to throw down the colonial borders, and do what we feel that we should be doing as a people. Now that's happening. People are rejoicing all over social media. People are saying it's time. We're grateful to be a part of this. So many people are happy to be alive to be able to witness this, because for so long, many people have been afraid to stand up, been afraid to say, okay, why are we doing this? Why are we continuing to say what they tell us to say, do what they are telling us to do? We can govern ourselves. We can move accordingly and do things ourselves. So why are we still subjugating ourselves to that? So this is going to raise the vibration even more on the continent of Africa, and more leaders will say, hey, he's on to something. I know they've been saying things in the past. Many of the leaders have said he's on to something, and have began to implement some of the changes that he have put in place. This is just going to be more and more. It's going to be a chain reaction. More and more of our people will say, hey, let's do what that great leader is over there doing, because he's making some revolutionary changes boldly. And even though he's had several assassination attempts on his life, unfortunately, he's still pressing forward and doing the unthinkable and boldly changing the narrative. Now, that's what we need during these times. We have to look fear in the face, look death in the face, and say, you know what? I'm still going to keep walking. I'm still going to do what I have to do. I'm still going to do what I'm called to do and what's being put within me, because that is what needs to be done on the individual level and on the nation level. We have to start stepping up and standing boldly in the face of all of that, because the alternative is what we've been dealing with, and we know what comes from that. So be bold and take their risk and walk through the darkness and stand strong and boldly proclaim and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we are about. And this is how we're going to move all these different skill sets that we have. We are a skilled group of people. We are able to think for ourselves intellectually. We are able to write for ourselves intellectually. We are able to move in a way where we can govern ourselves and do things for ourselves. So this is just going to make more and more people start to realize and see that, hey, we all can do this. And I'm sure that I know that is the ultimate goal of President Captain Ibrahim Traore and all of the people in Burkina Faso. They want the entire continent, the entire world, the entire African diaspora to know, like, hey, we can do this. The people over in Burkina Faso are literally building the road for free. Some of those people over there are sacrificing their time and energy and effort in building the roads because of what President Captain Ibrahim Traore and the leadership that he has put in place is doing. So that's just going to spew over into more and more people. There's even some people over here in Tanzania that I've met. They say, hey, I wouldn't mind going to serve in the army over there. Like, they are saying that they want to go and do that. So people are seeing the leadership. They are seeing that, hey, this brother is on to something. These people are on to something. Let's rally behind them. Let's continue to push this momentum. Let's continue to do what we're supposed to be doing, what we know we're capable of doing. Let's make the sacrifices to make it happen. When I saw that the people were over in Burkina Faso building the roads for free, man, that gave me chills. I can't wait to the day that I'm able to go over there and see what's really going on. I'm working towards making it happen, and I would love to have a conversation with anyone who's on the ground from America, any of my people who's over there, who's been over there for a while. Please reach out to me. Let me know what your experience has been like, so that we could potentially get you on here, so that you can let people know what's really going on the ground over there and how it really is. Because the narrative that's being pushed, they're trying to make our people scared. They're trying to make them fearful of going over there. And I know over in Burkina Faso right now, it's not a pretty thing. It's not just, oh, let's come and go on vacation. Let's go and chill. No, I heard that they are in building mode. They are over there really focused and really sacrificing and putting in that effort, that work, that energy into actually building something. So I know I'm over here in Tanzania, and I'm able to, enjoy the beach vibes and be able to chill and relax and do things a little bit differently. But don't get it twisted. I'm still building. I'm still working. But there's more leisure over here from what I've been told. I've had one conversation with a sister who's over there, and she basically said it like, hey, you're in Tanzania and it's chill and it's cool over there, but over here in Burkina Faso, they're not in chill mode. They're not in vacation mode. They are literally in build and grind mode. So just to understand that and to really think and to really see and understand that, hey, my people are sacrificing. Our people are sacrificing. They are letting some things go in order for their country to build, in order for their country to get to where they think it's supposed to go. So what are we supposed to do? What are we going to do as the African diaspora? Are we going to stand up and get into position and do what we know we're supposed to be doing? Or are we going to still have our hand out and beg for things? I love what's going on, and it's gonna just make more and more people stand up, make more and more people bold, make more and more people proud to be African. That's the ultimate goal anyway. So many of our people are ashamed of being African because of the narrative that's been put out, because of the imagery that we've been given. But hey, we are some pretty powerful people. We some pretty amazing people at that. So why are we ashamed of who we are? Yes, we've been through a lot. Yes, it's been tough. Yes, it's been very, very rough what we've been through as a people. But at the end of the day, we still striving. We still pushing. And we still doing what we need to do as a people. We haven't cowered out. We haven't tucked our tail and ran away. All of us haven't. There's some coons. There's always a coon and a sucker in the bunch. But for the most part, we are doing what we need to do. So it's time for you to do what you need to do. If you see what's going on over in Burkina Faso and the Sahel region, like all of them over there, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, all of them, they are doing the necessary work. And they are just an example of what needs to be done and how we need to move. So move accordingly, my people. Move accordingly, man, because if you don't, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on a tremendous opportunity to position yourself properly for your family because you decided to move in fear. You decided to not take a chance. You decided to not see the times, read the room, and move accordingly. It's time to let that fear go, y'all. Yeah, we can go to Burkina Faso visa-free. Visa-free. Go to an African country on the west side if you are an African American. Get your lineage traced. Get your citizenship in one of those countries and go to Burkina Faso. That's a game plan for somebody out there. You can trace your ancestry through African ancestry and get your results back and see which country you come from over there and go and get your citizenship. Stop living in fear, y'all. And if you're trying to figure out how to come over to the continent of Africa, my wife and I, we're hosting a webinar coming up called From Dream to Departure, how to move to Africa the right way. During this webinar, we're going to be giving you guys all the necessary information that you need in order to set a firm foundation when you decide to come over here to the continent of Africa. We'll be talking about the visa process, the residency, the citizenship, all those different processes and what it takes for you to stay in these countries long term when you decide to come over here to the continent of Africa. We'll be talking about business and employment, and also we'll be talking about how to travel as a single individual when you come over here to the continent of Africa. So, and we're going to talk about much more, but those are just the three main points that we wanted to give you guys an insight on what we're going to talk about. All right, so if you guys are trying to figure out how to come over here to the continent of Africa, please make sure you join us. I'll put the link in the description box so that you can join us and be there. All right, don't miss out on this. It's some great information we're going to be bringing forth. All right, and if you made it to this point in the video, please let me know what you think in the comment box. Comment and let me know what you think about Burkina Faso opening up the doors and saying, hey, my African people, you can come in visa free. Let me know. Does that make you happy? Does that make you sad? Does that make you super happy or make you super sad? Let me know how you feel about that. And also, please let me know which country you tuning in from. If you're over here on the continent of Africa, let me know which country. And if you're over in the Western world, let me know which city you in. I always like to see where we're coming together from and how we're building and working alongside one another. So please let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to the journey and you can help us to reach more people so we can get this message out about what's really going on the continent of Africa and see some of the real estate opportunities and get some of the political news that's going on and see what's really going on the ground from over here. All right, and if you want to support us in any kind of way, we have CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon down in the description box. Any support that's sent our way helps us to continue to push this work forward and bring these messages from the motherland. And if you supported us in the past in any kind of way, any donation, any well wish, any hug, any subscribe, any comment, we really appreciate it and we don't take it for granted. So keep showing love so that we can keep showing up and bringing this work forward. All right, now if you made it to this point in the video, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention, and please take a chance. All right, you watching this video because you thinking about Africa. You trying to see what's really going on the ground over here. So take a chance and come and see for yourself. All right, have some faith. Don't walk in fear, and do not let these people take your shalom peace. They're gonna try. They're gonna try their hardest, but just keep smiling, keep pushing, and do what the Most High told us to do. All right, y'all make sure y'all keep the shalom peace. Make sure y'all keep watching what President Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing and stay focused, all right? Shalom.